I struggled early on in my career because I just ate anything and everything that was sort of on the side of the road, and that was convenient. That was probably the biggest thing. Later on, when I changed my diet and started to carry food with myself and prepared healthier meals, I noticed that I was able to have a more consistent amount of energy throughout the day, and I was probably a better rounded driver in the fact that I didn't get as tired towards the end of shifts. I was able to maintain that efficiency throughout the week, and definitely removing caffeine. I struggled for a long time. I drank a lot of caffeine. I eased the caffeine back to a smaller amount of caffeine and only drank it when I really needed it, and substituted it for water, and I also got benefits from drinking more water throughout the day. So certainly diet does assist you. Looking at when you eat during the day, as I said before, smaller meals towards, you know, later in the night, that way you're not travelling on a full stomach. Eating sensibly throughout the day to maintain your energy levels, and look, it comes down to routine. Plan your day, know where you're going to go, and any good driver will tell you that's what they do. They might think they do it, but I know that they actually sit there and know what they're doing, what time they're going to go Sunday night before they even get home on their last trip on Friday. So it's really gearing your life around it. It's definitely a lifestyle, it's not a job, and I would say it's a very rewarding and good lifestyle to have if you manage it and plan it right. Another tip I was given, don't burn the candle both ends, which really means at the end of the day, if you leave late Sunday, you'll be chasing your tail all week. So get in, get the task done early, stay in that early routine, and by the time the end of the week comes, you'll have done it a lot easier than running behind all week. Look, certainly I've benefited from changing my diet. I would say that it's helped me, as I say, throughout the day. I've never really suffered any issues with sleeping. Probably some of the tricks where people do get caught out with sleep is I tended to worry a lot if I had time slot frayed on, and I would struggle to get to sleep some nights in the fear that I might sleep through and miss the time slot. So they can be some of the pitfalls, but generally what I did with time slot fray was just to make sure that I got away and gave myself that little bit of a buffer to make sure I had the time up my sleeve to have that rest if I needed it.